found us inside of Savannah's car on our way home from a very long day at Walt Disney World.
The most magical place on earth.
And it was a very magical day, I would say.
It would. I would agree with that. So we started the morning off. Well, first off, let me back up. The main purpose of this trip was because Emily had not ridden the incredible Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind, which is, in my opinion, the best ride of all time. So we made it our goal today to get lightning lanes to ride it, which we did. But that is not all we did, because we decided to extend that goal to try to park hop as much as we could today.
Yes, we were without all of our children or our husbands, and so we decided, hey, let's just go balls to the wall crazy and do as much as we possibly can. So we did the Ratatouille ride, which Savannah has never done before, which is also very fun. And I do need to say, the Guardians of the Galaxy ride was a blast. I now fully understand why everybody goes so crazy over it. It is so much fun, and you do go super fast, and it is really just a blast. I really, really enjoyed it. I don't know, I probably won't ever be able to ride it again because our passes are about to expire, but I am very happy that I was able to do it today. So yeah, we did that. We did the Ratatouille ride. Then we hopped on the Skyliner and went all the way to Hollywood Studios, and we did the Runaway Train Mickey and Minnie ride there, which Savannah also had never done. And what did you think of it?
I did very much enjoy that ride. That's one that I'm excited to go back and have Graceland and Aaron ride, because it was a lot more fun than I anticipated it to be.
Yeah. It is, and you know what? I feel like it's a decent amount of time, too. Like, it's not just like some quick little thing. Like, you're on there for a good amount of time.
Right.
And, which is really nice. Sometimes the rides are, like, so short, and it's like, why did I just wait so long to ride this, like, 30-second ride? Like the Barnstormer, for instance.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so we did that, and we did lunch in Hollywood Studios, and then
we did the
Star Tours because that was only a 5-minute wait, so we were able to just walk right onto that. And then at that point, we were done with Hollywood Studios. We decided to then, hey, you know what? Let's get on. How did we get to Magic Kingdom?
We got on the monorail we took the Skyliner from Hollywood Studios back to Epcot.
That's right.
And then got on the monorail to go to Magic Kingdom.
Yes. So a lot of transportation was happening today, and a lot of walking. I don't really think either one of our watches has an accurate description of how many steps we actually took today, especially since they are both very different from each other. But it was a lot of steps. I think enough for the rest of my life. I don't think I ever need to walk again, because my legs do feel like jello at the moment.
Yeah, I was telling Emily I was really glad I did not do any kind of workout today, because that was the workout.
The nail in the coffin to go to as many places as we did. But when we got to Magic Kingdom, we went. What was the first thing we did at Magic Kingdom?
We did Pirates.
Pirates, which we tried to do Pirates the last time we went together with our kids, and it was like broken down. So
but like halfway into the line,
and
we're just standing there, and they're like, "Oh, it's gonna be a lot longer because it's broken down or whatever."
Yeah, but we were able to almost pretty much walk right onto that as well. So that was fun. Definitely forgot that it had a drop.
Yeah.
Definitely did not know that it even took a picture, and so the bright flash of that was like, and we both have like our faces in the picture was like, really stupid. And so we were able to do that, and then we walked over and did Thunder Mountain. It was a lot of fun.
That was a bit of a longer wait than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, kind of a long wait, and everybody around us was very smelly. I wasn't enjoying that. And they didn't have like any like fans or anything blowing on you in that wait, which was frustrating.
Yeah.
I feel like that should just be something that they have on every line is fans. Like they had the fans when we were waiting in line for the railroad thing in Hollywood Studios. They had all those fans everywhere.
Yeah.
But they
The
did,
Ratatouille wait, that one wasn't too bad either.
yeah, that one was fine too. So we did Thunder Mountain, and then at that point we were both like, you know what? We've actually been here for a really long time. Let's start making the long trek all the way back to the vehicle.
But luckily, we were in Frontierland in Magic Kingdom, so we could ride the train back to the front of Magic Kingdom, which was super helpful.
Yes, yeah, that is definitely something that, like, I don't know why, like, when I do go, like, with my kids and, like, Anthony, very rarely do we ever, like, take advantage of just hopping on the train and letting it take us all the way
Yeah,
back to the
honestly,
front.
I totally forget about it.
Yeah.
And because
I
most
mean,
of the time it's not there whenever I get there, so I
yeah, you
just
really
don't
do
even think
have
about
to
it.
be, like, in the right spot, like, right there by Thunder Mountain / Splash Mountain, or by, like, Dumbo.
Mm-hmm.
To,
Which I didn't even realize until you told me that it even
yeah,
goes
but I
back
mean,
there.
it's so far over that, like, you really have to be, like, right there, like, by Dumbo or Barnstormer
Mm-hmm.
to really see that it is there.
Right.
So, maybe they do that on purpose. I don't know.
I don't know.
But yeah, so then we hopped on the train. It took us all the way back to the front, got on the monorail to go all the way back to the monorail to go back to Epcot, and then got to our car, and then stopped for some dinner, and now we're on our way home. And it was a great day. It was so much fun, just the two of us. Very rarely are we able to get together, just me and Savannah. This is Emily, by the way, if you couldn't tell. I have had people tell me that our voices sound very similar.
I don't hear it at all. Even when I listen back to our podcast, I can
I'm
distinctly...
just like, what are you talking about? That's obviously me, and that's obviously Savannah. But yeah, so it's just been so much fun. We don't get to have these girls' days that often anymore because Savannah has to work, and I don't work. I just stay home with my children all day. But yeah, so I have had a blast. Thank you so much, Savannah, for being able to come out here with me
so
today.
fun. So much fun.
We just wanted to do this very quick little episode explaining our day at Disney, because we are not able to get together on Sunday, which is when we usually record our episodes. Because I don't know if you guys know this is a holiday weekend. So we are spending time with our families, going and doing holiday weekend type of shenanigans.
Well, I was supposed to go away and do holiday shenanigans.
That's right.
And our camper decided to be not working properly. So, we're going to be home having a cookout.
That's still fun, though. That's holiday weekend shenanigans.
Yeah.
In my book.
Yeah.
Let's go through each park and say one ride that is our favorite from each park. We'll
that we did today, or just in general? Okay.
So let's start with Epcot.
Guardians.
I think mine now is probably Guardians as well. That was really fun. Epcot really doesn't have, like, a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, it does have some rides, but they don't have a lot of, like, rides like that there. So yeah, I would probably say that my new favorite ride at Epcot is now also Guardians.
I will say, before Guardians was there, I did also enjoy Test Track. I have not been on Test Track in a while, but that was one of my favorites before Guardians was there.
Honestly, I miss the old Test Track. I do not care for how they have changed it to where it's like you're going in there and you're designing some stupid car.
Yeah.
And then you're on it, and it's like, oh, now we're going to drive the car that you... But it's like, you're not driving my car. It's everybody's getting in the same vehicle.
Right. Doing
the same thing. I liked it a lot better when it was like you were like a test dummy and you were testing out this car on like different terrain and all of this stuff. Like, it made more sense. The storyline made more sense.
Right.
And that just made it more fun. Now it's just like, why are we pretending like we're testing out the car that I just stood in line and designed? Because we're not, you know. But the Ratatouille ride is also very fun.
Yeah, now that I've ridden on that one is probably the second And I honestly forget about it, mainly because I've never ridden it, so it's not something that I'm like, oh, I need to go ride it, because...
Yeah, and but it's also, like, way over in that corner.
Yeah.
Like, you have to, like, actually walk to it, know exactly where it is to actually be able to get on it. Because it has its own, like, they built that area just for that ride.
Yeah.
So...
But yeah, that one is super fun, too.
So now, what about Hollywood Studios?
Hollywood Studios, for me, is one that there's not really a whole lot there that I really, really like. I liked the roller coaster. What the heck was it called? Rock and Roller Coaster?
Rock and Roller Coaster, yeah.
It's been, like, down for refurbishment, so I don't think I've ridden it at all since having our passes. But that one was really, really fun. So if I'm thinking of all time, probably that one. But Hollywood Studios is one that I honestly do for Graceland.
Mm-hmm.
If I did have to pick one, it would probably be Toy Story Mania.
I was going to say Toy Story Mania.
Because it is so fun.
It is so much fun.
My arm hurts really bad after.
Because I'm so competitive, I'm like, I have to win.
But that one was super fun. I have a feeling once I ride Slinky Dog Dash, I'm going to love that as well. But, I never feel like waiting in that line.
In line for it, yeah.
And anytime we've had Genie Plus, we miss, like, the time frame to be able to get on it, so we haven't done that yet. But Toy Story Mania is super fun, and I have not ridden, I'm such a terrible pass holder because I really haven't done Disney, I feel like, the way that you should. But I've not ridden any of the, like, major Star Wars ones, like the Millennium Falcon, the Rise of the Resistance, like, I haven't done those. I hear the Rise of the Resistance one is really, really cool.
I have heard that too, and I haven't had a chance to go on it either. I have done the Millennium Falcon one, and that was fun, but it's also, like, you have to ride it with other people unless you have, like, a big enough party, because it has, like, I think it has, like, 5 positions that, like, you're all sitting in, like, as if you're flying the Millennium Falcon, and each person has a different job to do while you're on it, and so it's like, I don't know, like, you're trying to do, like, what you have to do as, like, the captain or the somebody. And
is it, like, the same idea as...
It's kind of like the
Mission
Space one, like, when each person has their own thing, but I feel like the Mission Space one, like, even if somebody, like, doesn't really know what they're doing, like, it's still going to do the same thing.
Right.
This, like, if you aren't on top of, like, what your job is, like, you're not going to fly well and you're going to do bad. Like, you're not going to complete whatever, like, your task is.
Right.
And, yeah, so, like, you have to make sure that, like, you're going on it, like, with people that, like, actually know what to do. And I don't know, because, like, when I did it with my brother and Atticus, and for some reason we let Atticus be the pilot, but he wasn't really, like, tall enough to, like, fully reach everything, so every so often I was having to lean over and help him, and, like, it was just bad. But, I mean, it was fun, but, like, we should not have let him be the pilot. But yeah, it was fun. And then I do like Star Tours. That's always, like, a fun little ride. It's not good enough for me to, like, wait in, like, a long line for it. Like, I will only do it if it is, like, a short wait, like how it was today. But I do think it is fun, and I like how, like, the story can change. Like, you're not always doing the same thing. And I like how they have kept up to date with, like, the different characters that they have from, like, the newer, like, TV shows and movies that they have. Like, the one girl that popped up on the screen that talked to us when we were out on that one planet. Yeah. She's from that new series that they have, Asaka or something that. I have never watched that show, but I know that is what she's from. And so, like, that is, like, a newer show that just came out, like, a year or so ago. Right. So it's nice that, like, they're keeping up with it, and it's not just, like, old stuff, you know? Yeah.
I do now very much enjoy the Runaway Railroad. That is such a tongue twister.
Yeah, it really is.
The Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railroad.
The amount of thought that I put into that sentence just there.
An experience at Hollywood Studios that Aaron and I have done recently was building a lightsaber.
Oh, yes.
That was a very intense experience in the sense that they take it very seriously. And for one, if you are not the one building the lightsaber, you do not do anything. You are not allowed to stand at the thing. You're not allowed to touch anything. They made a fuss about me bringing Graceland in because she was an extra person. You're only allowed to have one person. But all in all, the experience was fantastic. They stay in such character, and I loved it. But it is a little pricey, but the quality of the lightsaber that you get, like the handle is like full-on metal. It is very heavy duty. I think it was totally worth it. Aaron thinks it was totally worth it. I wouldn't mind going back to build a droid.
Yeah.
But honestly, if I had to pick something right now that I want to build, like from Disney, it's the Infinity Stones. Like,
yeah.
I just think that'd be so
really
fun.
Cool. Okay, so that's Hollywood Studios. Now, what about Animal Kingdom?
Animal Kingdom, I love the safari.
Yeah. I just did that the other day on Wednesday when I took the kids.
Mm-hmm.
And, again, it was only a 5-minute wait, so we got to walk, like, right onto it. And we saw so many animals. Like, there were so many times when the animals were, like, crossing the road. And so, like, our guide had to just, like, stop and wait for them to cross the road. And they were just, like, right there next to us.
Mm-hmm.
So that was really cool. The last time we had done it, we did it, like, right before they closed. And a lot of the animals had already, like, gone to bed or whatever. So we didn't really see that much. So the kids were really happy with how many animals we got to see this last time. So that is really fun.
I really like the Lion King show as well.
Yes, I love the Lion King show.
I just love how the performers are just so good in that show. Mm-hmm. And then I do like how they pick people like from the audience. And one of the last times I took Graceland by myself, they did pick her. And any of those that know Graceland know that she's very shy, very timid. And she actually went with this person and did the ending of the show, and it was such a proud mom moment that show now even just holds a little bit more of a special place in my heart, because I just saw Graceland kind of come out of her shell a little bit. But yeah, the Lion King show, the performers in that are just incredible.
Have you ever done Expedition Everest?
Yes, I do enjoy that as well. I haven't ridden it having these passes, because I don't even know how many. I think Aaron and I have only gone with Graceland, so I don't think we've ridden it. Like, we haven't gone to Animal Kingdom, just the two of us.
Yeah.
But I used to ride whenever I used to go. It was fun. I liked it.
Yeah.
But
I like it too. I think, like, if you like Thunder Mountain, then you would like Everest.
Yeah.
So that's Animal Kingdom, and now, last but certainly not least, is Magic Kingdom.
Magic Kingdom. That is my favorite park.
Yes, mine too.
I don't care about the crowds. I don't care about how long. I will say it does take way too long to get from my car to the castle.
Like, why is the parking for Magic Kingdom so much different than the parking for every other park?
Yeah.
Like, why does it have to be this big ordeal where here's like the parking area, and then now you have to walk all the way up here to the ticket and transportation center, to where then you either get on a ferry boat or a monorail? Like, why does it have to be such this, like, a massive thing? Like, why can't it not just be like I'm parking right in front of the castle?
Yeah,
pretty much.
yeah.
Like, and there used to be, they've gotten really, like, strict about it now, but Anthony and I got to the point where, like, we would pretend that we were going to, like, the shops at, what's the name of the hotel that's right there next to...
The Grand Floridian?
Not the Grand Floridian.
The Contemporary?
The Contemporary, yes. We would, like, go to the
Contemporary.
The Contemporary. And, you know, they had, like, a little guard shack thing. And, like, we would lie and tell them that we were there to just, like, look at, go to the shops or whatever. And they would let us in. And we would just park there and then just walk to Magic Kingdom. But now they are, like, a lot more strict about, like, you like having to have like a reservation or something like to like the restaurant or something like that.
Yeah.
To actually park there anymore, or like be like a guest there at the hotel to park there anymore. But we used to do that all of the time, and it was so much better than parking at Ticket and Transportation.
It's just such a big ordeal to get.
Yeah.
And then, like, the line for the boat can be forever, and then the line for the monorail could be forever, and then you have to, like, get in these big groups of people to get off of said transportation.
And everybody's, like, pushing you the whole time.
Yes, so aggressive, and it's just annoying. Yeah. But Magic Kingdom is still, by far, my favorite park, because I love feeling the magic, and you don't feel the magic at any of the parks the way that you feel it at Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
And
I mean, it just has, like, all of the characters and everything, and I think it just has more available for, like, all of my kids, whereas the other parks don't always have, like, everything that, like, all of my kids can do. But yeah, I do really like Magic Kingdom, and I would say my favorite ride at Magic Kingdom, I really love Haunted Mansion.
See, that's my favorite.
I really love Haunted Mansion. So that is probably my top, but I do also really like Thunder Mountain.
Yeah, out of the mountains, Thunder is definitely my favorite. We were talking earlier about Space Mountain and how I sometimes feel a little claustrophobic. Yeah. I do not put my hands in the air during that ride because I was telling Emily, I have ridden it with the lights on, and it is wild to see how close the track really is. And let me tell you, you do have clearance between you, but not enough that I want to put my hands up. And it's crazy to see it. And I was telling Emily, I've also gone through the People Mover and gone through Space Mountain with the lights on. And like I said, it's just wild to see how close the tracks are.
I think it's wild how bright the lights are when the lights are on. Why are we on the sun right now with how bright the lights are in here? I do really like the People Mover too. Like, if you're looking for just like a nice little ride to kind of get out of the sun, I would do the People Mover. And it's a nice long ride. Yeah. You know?
My ideal ride to get out of the sun at Magic Kingdom is Carousel Progress.
Yes. Because that's like a 20-minute thing, right? Mm-hmm. So it's like, I mean, you're in air conditioning for a long time, and it's a cute little animatronic show. Yeah. The Hall of Presidents is also really long as well if you're wanting to get out of the sun for a while. It can, I mean, you have to, like, really love America.
Yeah, I haven't been in it since they've added, I don't even think I've seen it since they've added Trump. So that's how long it's been.
We were so excited when they added Trump. Like, we made sure we were, like, front and center. But anyway, yeah. Haunted Mansion, 10 out of 10 ride. Oh, yes, so much fun. But if you're more of, like, a roller coaster kind of gal or guy, definitely Thunder Mountain. We have not done the Tron ride yet, but I'm sure that is also really fun if you're really into more like roller coaster type of stuff.
I hear that's very short, but
yeah, but it does look really cool.
Yeah,
like
it does.
The like way it looks like a motorcycle thing.
I really want to ride it at night.
Yeah, that would be cool.
But honestly, I'm to the point now where I probably just need to ride it. Yeah. So I can't be picky with the time.
Yeah. Well, I think that's it for this episode.
Instead of shirts, I want to talk about a topic real quick.
Okay.
Do any of our listeners, do you collect pins from Disney? Because Emily knows I've been talking about this for quite some time now, of wanting to start a Disney pin collection. And they have all of these fun, like, mystery pin packs, and, like, they have different series, and then you try to collect them all, and it just seems so fun, but also so frustrating at the same time, because if you keep getting, like, the same ones. But I want to know if any of our listeners do pin trading. If you do, for one, where do you store them? Do you have a binder? Because we've seen so many people at Disney with their binders
Yes.
full of pins, and it just seems aggressive. And also, do you do the mystery pin packs, or do you just go and just find a pin that suits your fancy that day? I want to know. And what are the price ranges of the ones that you have?
Yeah.
Because anyone I found, like the mystery pin packs, they're like $20 or something. And
How
I'm
many
like,
come in?
that's the thing. Some of them only come with 2. Some of them come with like 4. So I don't know. Like, surely
Too much of a gamble for me.
Yeah, but it just seems so fun.
Oh, there is nothing about it that seems fun to me.
So yeah, let me know if any of you do the pin trading and how you store them, how you decide which ones to get, and typical price range.
And how could you get that information to us? I'm so happy you asked. On our Instagram, which is at Girls Talk Shirts Pod. I'll say that one more time. At Girls Talk Shirts Pod is where you can find us. We're not the best at always posting content, but hey, we're doing something. Okay? We posted a lot today on our stories, if you saw, which I was very proud of us doing.
Yeah.
We could have easily just not informed you on what we were doing today. So, yeah, reach out to us there, send us a DM, write us a comment, let us know, are you also a nerd and collect pens? Because Savannah needs a nerd friend.
Or if any of you have the Minnie Mouse nurse pen, let me know. I'll buy it from you. Because I want one.
Yes, all of those nurses out there that are listening to us that also go to Disney, please reach out to Savannah. All right, I think that's all we have for today. Thank you guys so much for listening every single week. We really, really appreciate it.
We do apologize if the quality of this is not
This is
superior.
happening on Savannah's phone. It is not happening on our fancy podcast recording equipment this week, so apologies if your ears are now bleeding from how terrible it sounds. All right, I think that's it. We'll talk to you guys next week, most likely.
Most likely.
All right.